I put up a question sticker on my Instagram story a few days ago, and someone asked, "How do I make friends?" And I jokingly responded that I'm not the right person to ask. And it just really got me thinking about my own experience and the experience of many other neurodivergent people in the society and our relationship with friendships. I know that for me personally, I never really had many friends. In school, I had a really hard time just like relating to people, having conversations with people, and honestly getting people to like me and to feel accepted. And I didn't have any like friend groups. I never had any like super close friends that I felt like I could be 100% myself with. And then growing up, stepping into adulthood, uh, it's been even more difficult to find people that I relate with and create friendships. And honestly, like, I don't know if I have what it takes to have friendships. I don't think I have the energy or even necessarily the will to like put in what it takes to have a friendship. And I just like reading other people's experiences and just seeing what other autistic people have to say. I feel like this is something that a lot of us can relate to, especially in the fact that like it's really hard to relate to people, to like feel safe enough for us to feel like we can open up. Maybe that is like unmasking more. Maybe it is like showing our true interests, like our kind of like quirky things about ourselves, without like feeling like we're going to be judged or we're going to be pushed away in some way. And I don't know, I'm just curious if anyone else has experiences like this, whether it is growing up or in your adult life with making friends. For me, it's not that I don't like people. I don't mind people. It's more that like I have a hard time relating to other people, and I know that some people are going to be like, oh, you just have to find the right people, and then there's the other side of it where it's like I really do thrive in my alone time. I thrive in my own space. I thrive in my own schedule, and having to plan around someone else or having to, I guess, like make plans with someone else, I don't know if that would actually bring me more joy than I have right now. And it's hard because it feels like the society that we live in is a very social society, and like that's almost how you become accepted, especially in like jobs, when it comes to like networking and stuff. And there have been times where I feel like I might be a little bit behind in that aspect of my life, and then I also remind myself that like, okay, like first of all, my brain is different, the way that I think is different, and that in turn means that the way that my life manifests is going to be different. And so I've kind of done some work to release a lot of this shame that I felt around like not having many friends. And I don't think I really felt the shame because of myself. It was more because of societal standards and like what it means to like I guess thrive in life based on what I was shown by the world around me. And what I'm realizing now is that friendships can look different. It's okay if you don't want to like hang out with your friends all the time. It's okay if you don't want to talk to them all the time. For me, I have my partner, and we have an incredibly close bond, and I consider her my like best friend. And then there are some people in my life who I guess I would consider a friend, but like we're not super close. We maybe just see each other every once in a while, maybe at the gym, and it's more just like a quick hey, as opposed to like a full-on conversation. And I think for me that's what I would need in a friendship. Not someone who requires a lot of my attention, and not someone who requires a lot of my energy. And I'm learning that it's okay if friendships, and just even like just any sort of relationship, looks different. For me and for all of us autistic people, there have been like multiple times in my life where I have felt this sense of loneliness. But I'm not sure if having a lot of friends would have helped with that loneliness, because it's more of just like this feeling that like it's really hard to be understood, and it's really hard to like understand other people. And so it's just kind of like this lonely feeling that I think goes along with being autistic, whether or not we have friends or not. And I'm also learning too that like I relate better, and it makes sense now, but I didn't realize it beforehand, before I even knew that I was autistic. But I relate better with autistic people, and since my autism diagnosis, I've actually met quite a few autistic people who go to my gym, who live in the same area as me, which I think is really cool. And it's just like it's something that we can have in common, where it has felt like for most of my life I didn't have many things in common with the people around me, like my peers in school, or even those people who like I tried to be friends with, but it just like it didn't really go anywhere. I'm just kind of rambling in this video today, but I think that it is definitely something that's relatable, just kind of like with my experience and seeing what other people have shared about it. And so I would love to know if you have any thoughts on this topic, what you think friendship is for you as an autistic person, and maybe it can help open my own mind up a little bit more, and also like understand myself and my brain better. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I'd love if you could share, and yeah, just let me know. I think that this is more of like a conversation starting video as opposed to like a really informational video, because I'm here looking for not necessarily advice, but just like other people's experiences, just to kind of like understand my own place in the world and in this like social society better as an autistic person who really struggles with that social aspect of things.